Who's this little hand? Who's this little hand? What's this? What's this? What's this?
How's he coming along?
What's this?
Has he picked anything up yet?
Who's your wickers?
No, he's a pretty slow learner. I think Lee needs to be changed again. Are there any more wet wipes?
I'm Joe Whitehall, this is Big Brother's Big Mouth, and Lucy has been evicted. Joining me on the show tonight, we have literally a colostomy bag full of talent. We wanted an intellectual giant for our special eviction show, and after tense negotiation, we eventually managed to get in contact with none other than national treasure, aunt to the stars, the bully Stephen Fry. And we said, Stephen, what's Lee Ryan's number? He said, fuck off, but we got Lee Ryan instead. Here he is. And my second guest, like my first, I lusted over for much of my youth. She's a beautiful woman, though. When I went to her dressing room earlier and tried to flirt with her, she said, stop, Jack, I could be your mother. I said, yeah, and I could be Cornish. She slammed the door in my face. It's modern entrepreneur Caprice. And, of course, this wonderful studio audience who you could become a member of. Just think of it. You could get on TV, maybe meet a celebrity like Lee Ryan, who could get you a part in his next film if you're a particularly attractive, gullible teenage girl with low self-esteem. Just contact us through the website, which is on the screen now. So, let's look at what's been happening in the Big Brother house. The big news is that Lucy Pinder has been evicted. So, let's have a look at her best bits. Oi, oi! She will be joining us in the studio later. But life in the house does go on. Rumours have already surfaced that Coolio has discovered the ejector seat mechanism to Vern's little motorised scooter.
Once he knows that he can push those buttons, he's going to keep doing it.
Tina talked of her ill-fated Britain's Got Talent entry that failed to impress the judges.
I made piss, shit and vomited all at the same time.
Actually, Tina was talking about what happens when she laughs. The old shit, hiss, vomit reflex is a very common occurrence in Liverpool, as I found out to my dismay when I swam out of a stand-up gig there recently. Only Tina. She's an amazing woman, and she does come up with some brilliant stuff. But she was very rude about poor little Nikki Graham, accusing her of being the kind of woman that would go to the opening of a packet of crisps or a fridge door. That's the kettle calling the pot a fat bitch. Of the two of them, ultra-skinny Nikki Graham or our Tina Malone, I'm just saying I love Tina. I'm just saying, if you want to turn her into Usain Bolt, open a bag of Quavers. Michelle was on especially good form as well today. First, she admitted that she thought fork was spelt with an L. Unbelievable. It's not Lee. Celeb BB also highlighted the problem of all these celebs adopting African babies. It's a bit of a lottery, you know. You go to these orphanages, finding the kids, finding out who their new homes are. Oh, who did you get? Madonna. Yes. What about you? Angelina Jolie. Why so glum? I got Michelle Heaton. Oh, don't be that down. Akimbo got Gary Glitter. Celebrity mother Ulrika Johnson gave birth to her 4 children, which is so 90s. But that didn't stop amateur gynaecologist Lucy from being very impressed with the state of Ulrika's Lady Johnson.
Oh, what a twat.
Anyway, Lucy has fully been kicked out of the house, so let's catch up with this evening's events.
Aggressively, we all defend the role we play. Regrettably, the time's come to send you on your way.
I'm happy to be the first to go. But now I'm absolutely terrified of the disappointment if I'm not going to go.
I think it'll be a shame that maybe the experience is over tomorrow, but I will be more than happy to go home.
Oh, it'd be nice to go. I want to see my family.
Don't you worry that it won't.
My instinct tells me it might be you who's going.
I think it is.
Big Brother House, this is Davina. And I can now reveal that the first person to be evicted is... Lucy!
Yes! Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. Oh,
Don't you think...
I didn't fall up the stairs. I can't fall down the stairs. Can I have my money transferred in this evening, please, so I can go shopping tomorrow? Downstairs.
Lucy is a housemate no more, but what are the repercussions? We are calling this discussion Thanks for the Memories. Caprice, you were a celebrity Big Brother housemate. Do you think you were better or worse than Lucy?
Do you think... Wait, what?
Were you a better... were you a better housemate, do you think, than Lucy? You were on
my
Celebrity
babe,
Big Brother.
I think her biggest downfall, she didn't get her babs out. I did every 2 seconds, and I made it to the end. So it's a really easy formula here on Big Brother.
Yeah. OK, so you think that she should have got naked, and that's how she would have stayed. Lee, I think you're probably going to concur. Lee Ryan, what do you reckon? Are you a fan of Lucy's? Lee Ryan, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Lee Ryan. OK, sorry, we'll start with an easier question. How can we sort out the problems in the Middle East, Lee? No, don't answer that,
Terry,
please.
you asked, right?
OK.
Terry does that. He tell you what.
Tell you what, OK. I'm not following it. But whatever. Do you like Lucy Pinderley? Do you like Lucy Pinderley? Are you a fan? Would you give Lucy Pinder one? There we are.
No.
No? OK, good. OK, answer from Lee. Right, OK, studio audience. What do you reckon? You're a fan of Lucy Pinder's? Are you glad that she's gone?
I'm glad she's gone, yeah.
Rubbing your hands down.
I'm cold, I'm freezing.
Like you're planning something when she comes on the show. And poor Ulrika there, we saw Ulrika break down into tears, clearly because she realised that it's not going to be another week until she sees her cheque. How do you think Ulrika's going to cope with staying in the house? Caprice, what do you reckon? Do you think she's going to be able to... Do you think she'll walk?
I don't really care, actually.
Good, OK. Caprice doesn't care, and that's what we want on an opinion show about Big Brother. People that couldn't give a shit. Great, what do you reckon?
I think she's going to hate being in there another week, because I think in her head she was going to leave tonight, she was going to have her money, and that was the end of it. And no, we're going to see her suffer for another week. Way!
Way! This man wants to see her suffer, go through pain. Who do you think might be nominated next, Lee?
Who do I think might be nominated next? Oh, that's a tough one.
It is. Tough one. They're going to get harder, Lee.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I think? I think it'll
What's your favourite colour?
What? What?
Blue.
Stop being so mean. I think it'll be Coolio, even though I think he should stay in.
No, I like Coolio.
I know. I think
he's
stay
got
in
something
because
to give. I think he's
So you like Coolio? You're a fan of Coolio, even though he winds them up. Do you think that's good?
Yeah, because otherwise everyone's going to be going around kissing each other's asses. It's like
It'll be boring. The show will be boring.
You need,
he is the show.
You need you in there to piss everyone off.
Audience, what do we think of Coolio? Lee Ryan on the show. What do we reckon? Are we fans of Coolio's? Do you like Coolio?
He's all right, but he's a bit annoying, and he's annoying all the housemates.
You think he's doing it on purpose? He's playing a game?
He's seriously doing it on purpose now. He knows it annoys people, so he's doing it to play on it now. I really do.
OK, and do you think Lucy coped well with Coolio irritating her? Do you think... No? You think she could have done better?
She coped well at all. That was the best thing about Lucy. Her reaction to Coolio was so funny, and that's why she should have stayed in.
OK, Caprice, would you have taken that shit from Coolio if he was irritating you?
Fuck off. Oh, I wasn't supposed to say that. Sorry.
And do you think he's trying to do it on purpose, just to make it a more exciting place?
Probably. He said he is, isn't he?
Would you do that, Lee Ryan, if you were in the house?
No, I wouldn't. No.
You'd be lovely, wouldn't you?
Oh, he's lovely.
He is lovely. I love Lee Ryan. That's why he's on the show.
I might sing and piss everyone off, but that
One love.
You can't be too lovely in a house. It gets boring and you lose viewers. So
that's good. We want exciting people.
Yeah, we want
exciting
people like
housemates
Coolio.
like Tina Malone. Who do you think is going to crack first? Who do you think is going to be the first person to break down? Michelle. You think Michelle's going to go?
Michelle will probably walk first. I don't think she'll be evicted.
Why Michelle?
Just because, yeah, she's quite an insecure person, and I think she's worried about what people in the outside world think of her.
And if Sheridan carries on with those antics where he tries to make her believe that she fancies him,
well,
that kind of reverse psychology.
He's irresistible, to be fair.
He is an irresistible man. You like it? You definitely, Tina.
No, wait. Tina's a gun, and she's just loading the bullets. She doesn't
say. Keeps saying it. She keeps saying.
Yeah, but when she gets the opportunity to, she never says a word.
Yeah, but
like tonight, she never said a word. He sat there next to her, going, rapping away.
Yeah.
And she never said nothing.
I think Tina's a woman on the edge, and if I was Coolio, I'd walk away because she could have him like that easily. My money's on her. If the fight between them two, my money's on Tina,
We
definitely.
could try and get that as a task. But she's been on the edge for quite a long time. What do you reckon down here?
I think she'll walk. If Coolio pisses her off, then she'll walk.
You reckon she'll go?
Yeah,
Tina will go? I think she's...
I just think she's all math, do you know what I mean?
You said all math.
No, all math.
Sorry.
Yeah, she gives it all of that, but when it comes to the crunch, she don't do nothing about it.
She don't do nothing?
Yeah.
OK, she talks the talk, but she does not walk the walk. What do you... have we got Tina fans in? Who else is a Tina fan? Tina fans out here. You're a fan of Tina for loads.
I think Tina's the biggest man in there. She could kick shit out of the rest of them.
OK, so physically she's a very imposing woman. And more about Lucy and Ulrika. Do you think it's maybe a little bit unfair that the public have kept Ulrika in to see her suffer, or are we all like that? Do we all want to see her suffer? Is there anyone that feels sorry for Ulrika? Do you feel sorry?
No.
Caprice doesn't give a shit. Lee Ryan? Lovely Lee Ryan?
No.
Maybe a little bit. No, you hate her as well.
I don't hate her.
You feel
That's
sorry
a
for
bit
her?
harsh.
Yeah, I think...
You don't hate her?
That's harsh. Hate's a harsh word.
Hate's a harsh word.
Yeah, no, you can't hate someone.
OK. Caprice does. She hates a lot.
I do.
No,
You do? I mean, OK. What do you reckon? Do you disagree with Caprice?
I think she's gonna open up more. I think she's entertaining, and she knows what she is, and that's the main thing. There's no pretense there.
She's
she knows.
self-aware. She's not playing...
Yeah.
The floods of tears aren't for the cameras.
She's aware. She's aware she's a bit of a slapper, and that she's kind of made a living off that.
She's happy. She's a bit of a slapper.
That's really cold.
Caprice, what do you think of Michelle? You're a fan of Michelle's?
You know what? Michelle's a friend of mine, so I like her. I think she's doing all right.
She's good. And do you think she could... she's a potential winner, maybe? Do you think
I don't think she's a potential winner, but I think she's doing all right.
And Michelle fans in, does anyone dare to say something about Michelle that's not very nice in front of Caprice? Notice you are very near to Caprice, and we've seen that she can be a scary woman.
I'm going to say something nice. I think she's got, like, all different levels, and I think she's stronger than what everyone thinks, and I think she's having a few tears now to try and get a few people on her side.
OK.
But...
We just whispered in my ear she's a bitch, so we'll sort that out later. Any other Michelle fans or anyone that doesn't like Michelle? You're terrified now. OK.
I must say, at first when Michelle went in, I didn't really like her, but I've changed my opinion of her, and I think at the moment she feels like she's under pressure, so she's maybe bringing a side out that isn't her, especially when Coolio was winding her up about, what's his name, Ben?
Ben, yeah.
And how, you know, she was thinking...
Clearly been watching a lot of the show. He is quite forgettable.
Do you know why? It's because he's not hot. He's not a hot boy, so I forgot his name. I like hot boys.
No, who do you think's the hottest boy in there?
I think you're hot, Jack.
Oh, but I'm not in there.
I finished it, sweetheart. I finished it, babe. You're hot too, sweetheart.
Thank you. She would have said it anyway. OK.
I think the African baby, like, they had all the babies and everything.
Yeah.
And that kind of won me over.
Yeah, when she was singing to the plastic baby, though, even though it was plastic, you still wanted to call social services. You know what I mean? That was horrible. Do you think we're seeing the real Michelle, though, in the house?
Yeah, I do.
And she's being true to herself. She got really... She seems
You know what? Let me
up.
break it down to you, because I was in the house. It's a really difficult environment. You're dealing with egos. The space is a lot smaller than what you see. And they've been in there seven days. I mean, I had a tough time in there. I wanted to get the hell out of there.
You had to see John
I
McCririck
hated it.
shower as well, so that must have been quite hard. What advice would you give to them in the house?
You know what? I would tell them to really stay real, because the camera could see and the people could see through everything. Also, you know what I didn't like? I did not like what LaToya did today.
Oh,
the
grass.
You're dealing with a whole bunch of, like I said, egos, and dealing with the house. And then for somebody to go in there and say, you know what? Everyone really hates you. It really messes with your head. Yeah, I know. I asked you if you saw it tonight, and you didn't.
I went to the pub.
No. It really messes with your head. You know, he has to stay in the house for God knows how long. And even though he seems like a bit of a twat sometimes, you know, at the end you could tell it really affected him. And I didn't like her saying that. She shouldn't have said that.
And do you think it was harsh as well, going to Coolio, and she's seen how Coolio behaves around some of the other people in the house to kind of, like, wind him up a notch? Or do you think he knows that they all hate him? So
yeah, but it's not nice, man. You're dealing with, you know, you're dealing with a lot of stuff in the house, and you're in these confined environment, and you have to do these stupid chores and these stupid tasks, and then somebody comes up to you and says, you know what, everyone really hates you. Of course you're going to be affected. You know, you have to live with these people. It's not fair.
Liam,
yes?
coming to you, giving you some thinking time, OK? You're worried.
I was in the pub, I didn't watch it.
Lee Ryan was in the pub. Oh, he's been drinking, I think. No, he hasn't. The housemates were talking about...
I do watch it, though. I do watch it.
Thanks, Lee. Lee Ryan does watch the show. OK, the housemates were talking about the worst days of their lives. The most tragic was Tina's, about the terrible queues caused when the opening of Greg's flagship store in Liverpool was delayed by a bad batch of sausage rolls.
I've stayed up for 36 bastard hours.
With us tonight, an ex-celebrity Big Brother housemate who John McCrick once referred to as a cash machine, presumably because all cash machines reject him. It's Caprice. And the myth, the juggernaut, the poet, the bon vivant, the man made the miracle, spread the news, it's Lee Ryan. And, of course, our studio audience. Now, on going into the house, Tommy was concerned that Big Brother would make him look stupid. Luckily, though, he's certainly sidestepped that landmine. Right, yeah. Pepper normally just makes you sneeze. It's made Tommy unelectable. Tina also talked of a problem she encounters at her local pub when really funny dickhead youths keep coming up to her and calling her Mr. Malone and asking her for directions to the gents.
I swear to God, some of the men I drink with or would stand up and say, she's a lady.
Yeah.
Whether it's the return of Whisper or the return of Christ, there's a lot of people babbling crap on the internet. With that in mind, let's take a look at some of the threads on the Big Brother forum. So, unleash the first forum topic. My mate fancies Terry. Is that wrong? Oh! Caprice, what do you reckon? Do you like Terry as a housemate? Not necessarily in a sexual way?
I don't really care. I don't really have an opinion of him, actually.
OK.
Sorry.
Okay. Stumped. Lee Ryan, do you fancy Terry? No, that's not going to work. Yeah, you do. Finally, we've got.
Why not? Well, I would say no.
Terry's a nice guy, though.
Yeah, I like Terry. I think he's cool. I think he's got something to say at least. He ain't standing in the sheep going meh, like the rest of us.
He's not standing. Oh, OK, standing with his sheep.
Like a sheep.
OK, I meant in a field.
Come on, mate.
I thought it was a Welsh reference. OK, and I thought maybe OK, right, all right. Nothing wrong with the Welsh. No, are you Welsh?
I am from Cardiff.
Oh, brilliant. Well done. There's all this. No, it's good. It's not your choice. OK.
Where are you from?
London. London, South London. Posh South London. My mate fancies Terry. Do you think that's wrong?
He's all right.
He's all right. He's got a sense of humour. That's good, isn't it? That's what people like.
Yeah. I know that's not very good, but he is. He's northern, and do you know what? I started off hating him, and now he's really grown on me. I actually really like him now. Yeah, not in a sexual way, but I do. I do think he's a funny, watchable guy. I could have a drink with him.
OK. Anyone else that likes TV presenters with a sense of humour? Anyone? Any? No. OK.
Yeah, but Terry hasn't got a sense of humour.
OK, cool. I was kind of plugging there. Yeah. OK, brilliant. You're not a fan of Terry's. Right. OK. Our next topic, please. Coolio is a self-centred tool. It's a tool. Discuss. Caprice, do you think he's a tool? Is there an opinion coming?
Yes, he is, but I love him. I think he's brilliant. He's good TV. He's a pain in the ass, and I love him.
You OK, yeah. Any other Coolio fans? Yeah. OK, Coolio fan here?
I love him. It's brilliant. He's made the show. He's been the best person you've ever had on the show, I think.
The best person you've ever had on the show?
OK. Quite happily put that to you,
yeah. You sound really upset. Are you going to cry? Round of applause. We're all sharing. OK. He's just admitted on national... OK. Coolio, but did we see Coolio doing the chat-up lines earlier? Was anyone impressed by that? Any of the ladies in the kind of whispering in the ear and saying that I want to eat you? Was that something that turned people on?
He made everyone laugh. He made somebody laugh, for God's sake.
Yeah, but he kind of terrified Mutya as well with a chat line.
He did, but come on, he's entertaining.
Okay, Lee, Lee, you're a sexy, confident man that used to be in the boy band Blue. Do you have any nice chat-up lines that you use on the ladies?
I used to say I'm in a group with Duncan.
You're in a group?
That was a good chat-up line. They'd be like, yeah?
Did it work? So, do you think his chat-up lines were good, or they're a bit...
What?
They're a bit weird,
What,
his chat-up
with
lines?
Coolio's?
Yeah.
I think he was just doing it to wind her up. He weren't... I don't think he was really trying... It made me laugh when he was doing LaToya's nails the other day, and he was like, yo, mama. That made me laugh.
You like that?
I thought that was funny.
Caprice, what about his chat-up lines? Do you like them a bit perverted with that laugh at the end?
Oh, I really like him, but that was really cringy. It was a little bit creepy. And you know what? I don't think he was winding. I think he was for real about it. That's what was so creepy.
Really? Okay. Do you think he was trying to wind her up?
Oh, no, not this time.
Really?
I think he really fancies her, and he was for real when he said that.
You reckon he was loving it, scaring them?
Yeah, he was like, hey. Let me caress your ear hole.
Any of those lines that you would have done that were ruined by that laugh?
I would have scurried away like an ant on the floor, afraid for my life that I was going to get trodden on. I was
okay, so
afraid.
you wouldn't like that? You wouldn't like the Coolio attention?
I was
You just
afraid.
find it a little bit creepy?
Really creepy.
You were impressed by the chat-up lines?
No, his chat-up lines are a one-way ticket to Crime Watch.
Yes.
One-way ticket to Crime Watch. Okay, a little bit leering. Nice. Okay, our next forum topic. Tina to win, she's great, lol. That's laugh out loud. That's laugh out loud.
Is that lots of love or lots of laughs?
Laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud.
Laugh out loud.
See,
does anyone ever text that to you?
What?
You ever get the lol on the end of the text when you've
yeah.
sent something really funny?
Is that why you don't text them back? You think there's like lots of
What do you think? Do you think Tina to win?
I'm like, lots of love. Thanks, Nan.
Wow. Let's not get Cornish. Okay. Tina to win. Do you think she's great? Do you like Tina? Lee. What? No, your mic's caught. Your mic's caught. Have we got those toys for him to play with? Caprice, we'll be in the pub in a sec. Caprice, do you think Tina's great? Are you a fan of Tina's?
I don't think she's going to win. No, I think it's between Vern and Ben.
I thought you were putting me back into the room there. The clicking is a theme. Anyone else?
What do you guys think? Who do you think is going to win? Are you serious? Vern, yeah. So cute.
I think Vern's going to win.
Yeah,
Who else wants to see Vern win? You just said you love to take Vern home.
take Vern home, and I just...
When Vern...
I did not say caress.
Guys, Lee Ryan speaking.
When Vern first went in, he said, I'm going to act like I'm really nice, and then I'm going to flip the script. Do you remember he said that when he first went in? So I think, you know, maybe he's got like an agenda that he's playing with in the Big B.
Did someone write that for you? That was amazing.
What?
That was a brilliant answer. That's what we want, Lee Ryan. That was
weird?
insightful.
Is that good? Can I have his job?
Give me a high five. No. OK. Right, next topic from the forum. Can we analyse Ben's dullness? No, next topic. Who booked Lee Ryan? No, if 150 people join this group, we will make Jack Whitehall eat his own pubic. It genuinely...
Be a small mill.
Yeah, you started it. No. Next group. I'm not even entertaining that. Is Vern fake? He's like one of those babies that they gave Michelle. He's programmed in. You have to know. Fake.
Is there a difference between being fake and just playing the game?
Playing the game.
Yeah.
OK. Kind of... Ooh, I don't know quite what you were saying there. I didn't understand it. Sounded like something Lee Ryan might say. Here is a clip of some... I will in a sec. Oh, wait. No, you want him over there. OK, Lee, I'm doing the bit down the camera. OK, here are some of the housemates in the diary room talking about their nightmares.
What was the nightmare you had last night?
Oh, that was about my ex.
Yeah. What was she doing? Scissors one. Was that the scissors one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lorena Bobbitt thing, she tried to cut your member off.
Yeah, but from the backside.
Yeah, so...
It's like there, you know, right where it hangs right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going to be able to sleep, even with beer.
Whoa, scary nightmares. I didn't get any sleep last night. I had this terrible nightmare that we had a child on the show, and it was really hard to... Lee, what do you reckon to the nightmares there? Lee, Vern. Little Vern.
It'd be funny
Vern
if you weren't reading it off the thing and it was coming out your own head.
The bitch has a bite. You can do the next link. You do still have to read it.
I'm dyslexic. I don't do that.
Dyslexic? Oh, OK. OK, so you can't spell idiot. Right, now, on the screen, little Vern. No, this is turning bitchy. We're meant to be bitching about the housemates. OK, Vern. Vern's little nightmare.
It's all right. We'll carry on now. We'll go on. What'd you say?
Vern's nightmares. Vern's nightmares. What do you make of that? Do you think that this is him cracking up in the house? He's having these nightmares, he can't handle it?
I don't know. It's probably a scary place to be. I wouldn't want to be in there.
You wouldn't want to be at Caprice? You've been in there. Was it hard to sleep at night? Did you have nightmares?
No, I mean, don't be ridiculous. It was okay. Oh, except I have to tell you, John whatever he's called.
McCreary, the big
yeah, he kept farting all night long. And he would get out of bed and he had those little stains on his... I'm telling you, and it smelled like you have no idea. It was disgusting.
Disgusting.
Sorry, it was.
McCreary.
Disgusting.
So, well, we got Coolio's problem with the flatulence as well. He farts, and Vern farts as well.
That was really funny,
That
though.
was like, Vern's farts are so much nicer than John McCreary's.
Oh, they're lovely little farts.
Lovely little Vern farts. All right, join us after the break when we will get the chance to interrogate Lucy Pinder.
Hi, I'm Lucy, and I've just been cruelly evicted from the Celebrity Big Brother house. But all is not lost. Stay tuned to see me get roasted alive by the big mouth audience.
Hello there, England. Welcome back to Big Brother's Big Mouth. It won't be long until someone gets their tits out. So just hang in there. Titty.
If you were asked to name a Kent-based Renaissance man famous the globe over for his musical ability, you'd probably struggle. If pressed, you'd say Jules Holland. You wouldn't think of my next guest, but that's only because you didn't know he was born in Chatham. It's Lee Ryan. And before Tony Adams entered the relegation zone, he entered into a relationship with this lovely lady. It's Caprice. And, of course, this lot is still here. Everyone has been voting all day. In fact, Cristiano Ronaldo was so desperate to rush home and vote for Lucy, he crashed his car. I didn't even know Prince Philip was a Man City fan. Right, now, it is the moment you have all been waiting for. Lee Ryan is going to be singing a medley of his greatest hits. No, I'm joking. It's Lucy Pinder is... Welcome on to the show. Sorry. Lucy Pinder, the amazing Lucy Pinder. Wow. Thanks so much for coming on the show. So, how does it feel? You're out of the house. You
it feels wonderful.
Okay. Really were you pleased that you went? You said that you wanted to go.
Yes, I am. I'm very pleased to be out tonight.
Okay. Caprice, have you got a question for Lucy Pinder?
Oh.
Tell me a no.
No. Let me think of something. Yes, I do. I want to know if you're single, because I have two of my friends here who will be my slave for a year if I introduce you.
Oh, I'm not.
Fuck.
No.
Sorry, guys! Sorry. Lee, do you have a question for Lucy?
Yeah. Why did you go in Big Brother? And what did you think you was going to achieve out of it? And what did you, apart from the money, obviously?
I think it was just something that I couldn't turn down. Do you know what I mean? I knew I didn't really want to do it. Well, no, the experience and the money. But just because I knew that I would regret turning it down and wondering what it would have been like.
OK, cool. Did you enjoy it, though?
Kind of. Yeah, I did, but I'm glad to be out.
You see the cogs in your head, you're thinking,
what else can I
Lee's going to be on Big Brother 7. Anyone else got a question for Lucy Pinder?
Hi, Lucy.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm
Good,
very
good. Sorry, I will carry on. Anyway, just get to know each other. Yeah, were you not annoyed at Erika before trying to steal your limelight? Did you not just think, oh, shut up? You know, it was your moment and everyone was going to turn. They should have been going to you.
No, because I know how I would have felt if I was still in there and she's got 4 babies. Well, her oldest is 14, but I know that she was desperate to get out. So I really feel for her.
OK, can we talk about Coolio briefly? Because Coolio was
my mate.
pretty annoying. You're basically Coolio.
Yeah.
You clearly found him really irritating. Do you think maybe, though, if you, like... Because you stood up to him a bit, but do you think if you'd really had a go at him, that might have saved you?
No, because the thing is, I mean, I know that it... Because I knew, I was like, this is great telly. He's so annoying. But you know, I'm quite a polite person, so I thought I'll stay out of his way. He won't, you know, irritate me too much. And then we get put in a pen for 24 hours with him. Yeah. And it just got to the point where I could have chopped my own head off.
He was trying to wind you up.
Oh, yeah. But I could tell. But when it's relentless for, like, 24 hours and you've had no sleep...
And we edited it as well. I mean, we watched it, like, that was 36
we were up
hours
for 36
of that man.
hours with him.
I think he's kind of amusing, but 36 hours might begin to wane.
Yeah, just a tad.
OK, we've got actually a little clip of Coolio talking about you. He's bitching,
Oh,
right?
yeah, I'm a prude.
Here it is. Are you ready?
Yeah,
oh, you've seen it.
I kind of don't like Lucy. Kind of, sort of, because she's a bit of a prude. You know, she's, in my opinion, she sits on this little high horse. She thinks she's the shit, when in actuality she's not. Especially, I saw her this morning without makeup, man. Well, yesterday I said she was an 8, I take it back. She's a definite 6. With makeup, she's an 8. Without makeup, she's a 6.
Don't applaud him! Yeah, the shit. What do you think of that? Saying that you're...
That's fine.
Showing off about his maths and saying you're a 6, not an 8 or a 9.
Yeah, no, I'm quite happy that he doesn't find attractive. It's not... I'm not going to cry about it.
I'll give him a 9 out of 100.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Yeah. Oh, and to be totally honest as well, like, you know, I think definitely a 9, definitely a 9. We agreed a 9, a 10. Fuck it, a 10. Lee, what would you give Lucy?
9.
All day long, 100.
100 out of 10 from Lee Ryan. So, anyway. Any other questions for Lucy Binder?
Lucy,
yes.
When Terry voted you out, well, nominated you because he thought you were the least talented, did you not just want to get them out, shove them in his face and go, there you are, you bitch?
There's my talent.
They're my talent.
I'll answer that for no. That's quite... But
yes,
there was a lot of
I should've
pressure.
done
There
that.
was like... Did you feel under pressure? Because that's kind of the reason maybe that you're here now is because you didn't get your breasts out, which is a bit harsh,
this is the thing, like, we were talking about this before, and it's kind of... I mean, I don't have nothing against people that would, but there's a time and a place, and when you're in a house of 10 strangers, and I'm quite a normal person, normally when I'm at work with no clothes on, it's the norm. So it probably wouldn't have been that normal if I'd have kind of gone in my kecks and nothing else to get a cup of tea in front of some of the people in the house. So, but I totally understand that people are like, why didn't you get your boobs out? But when I was actually in there, it just wasn't really something that was occurring to me.
Do it now!
Too lit.
Let's have him taken out. Any other questions for Lucy Pinder that don't involve her having to strip, please?
Hi, Lucy.
Hiya.
I'm Lucy also.
What are the chances? Incredibly high.
I just wanted to know what you felt you contributed, like, with your time in the house.
Oh, God. I don't know. I think I was quite considerate, I hope. I did quite a lot of washing up.
Have you decided why you hate the Labour Party?
I just, you know, just not a fan of Gordy. Yeah, just not a fan. But the thing is, I could have spoken about it, but I just got up there and I thought, I'm a glamour model, stood in my pants, talking. It suddenly hit me how ridiculous it looked, and I got a little bit of stage fright. When you look at LaToya Jackson and you're in your pants going, I hate Gordon Brown because the Labour Party have done
That's
this
the
to
problem as well, because you had
privatise.
Tommy, who's the politician, and he got up there and he was great, and then you had to talk about politics as well. That's like having to make Tommy wear a bikini. You, compared to Tommy in a bikini, you get my vote, you know what I mean?
Very hairy man. But yeah, it was. I think I was a little bit stitched up in that task.
Who do you think's the least talented housemate?
Well, me. If we're going on jobs worth.
No, have some more self-esteem.
No, but like getting my clothes off.
No, you're not talentless because you've made a successful career. It doesn't matter what it's in. You've got a successful career, so have a bit more.
Girl. I'm successful, just talentless.
This gentleman over here, you're going to say something like that? Yes.
Be careful, the set's quite wobbly around here.
I've noticed.
Yeah.
Are you saying that it's because they pay me a massive fee? No,
Yes, they do. I got a question for Lucy. Obviously, Coolio's chat-up lines didn't work on you. What chat-up lines would?
Do you know what? Steer clear of chat-up lines. Just offer a girl a drink. Or I quite like, would you like a drink or do you just want the money? There you go, I'm yours.
If you said it on TV, that means it's legal. OK, brilliant. Yes. Lee, do you have another question for Lucy Pinder? No. OK, studio audience.
Yeah, if you could go back to the first day and do it all over again, would you do anything differently?
Would you pack less?
Would I do any...
Would you include yourself tan?
Yeah, I might have tanned myself up and taken a nice set of underwear in. No, I don't think... no, I don't think I would.
No, I've brought a coat for when you get evicted and it's freezing.
Yeah, do you know, but I had lots of adrenaline because I was out of that crazy house, so I didn't feel the cold. I was just ecstatic.
Yeah. It seems to me, Lucy, and I enjoyed watching you. It seems to me like I'm going to shake off this whole glamour girl image.
Do you know
Hold on.
Okay.
And, no, not in a bad way. And obviously you broke stereotypes in the house. Obviously you're not an airhead. So I'm wondering, what career do you want to pursue other than being a glamour model? It seems like you want to move on, to be honest.
Do you know, I don't mind. As long as I can pay my mortgage and I can have a few kids in a couple of years, I don't mind. Cool. But I didn't, because like I said in the house, I don't like these girls that go on shows and they're like, you know, I don't really like getting the clothes. And it's like, if you don't like doing it, don't do it. You like taking the money. I'm not ashamed at all of being a page 3 girl.
Do you think you dispelled the stereotype that glamour girls are just all vacuous bimbos?
Well...
You did a bit.
I don't know.
You did a bit.
A little bit?
Yeah, I think you did. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I'm afraid we have to go.
You.
That's all we've got time for. Thanks so much to Lee and Caprice. They're amazing. A wonderful studio audience. We will see you tomorrow.